Now, usually in St. Andrews, I offer the folks a little thing called the lighter side. I was so interested in what I found for them that I thought I would share it with you as well. It's a story that was told by John E. Sumont on the first Sunday in Lent some years ago. Sumont writes, "The devil came to me the other day, as he often does, and he said, 'Preacher, how about joining me for a little walk?' It never hurts to walk and talk a little bit, now, does it?" I had to admit that I couldn't see any harm in walking and talking, so I agreed to walk with him for a little while. He led me out the door of the church and up the street to one of our neighborhood convenience stores. He took me up to the counter and said, "I'll tell you what, I'll buy you one of these lottery tickets." He took out his wallet and flashed a huge wad of bills, paid the cashier, and handed me the ticket. My hands were trembling as I took it. I knew the jackpot this week was around $40 million. "Hang on to that ticket. You will be a big winner," he said. "You won't have to work another day of your life." I didn't want to be impolite, so I discreetly put the ticket into my pocket as we left the store, thinking to myself, I'll tear it up later after he's gone. Then he took me up and showed me all the great pulpits of the churches in that moment in time. I saw Riverside Church and the pulpit of the great Harry Emerson Fosdick, and the Crystal Cathedral in all their splendor. And I imagined myself in a beautiful blue robe preaching to a television audience of millions. "All this can be yours," he said. "I can build you a cathedral even bigger and grander than any of these. And you will have more viewers than any other preacher in history. To you I will give all this authority and glory, for it is mine to give, and I can give it to whomever I choose. If you help elect me bishop, it shall be yours." I gulped as I looked at all those influential pulpits in big churches that are coveted by so many preachers. But I want you to know that somehow I managed to say, "No, thank you. I'll stay here in my little church where I'm loved and appreciated." I can join Sumont in that statement. Then the devil took me up to the top of the Sears Tower in Chicago. He let me look through the telescope that they have up there at a net he had set up on the pavement below. There was a huge crowd gathered around the net, and they were chanting, "Go, go, go for it." I could see the television crews from CBS and ABC and CNN setting up to film the action. "Go ahead and jump," the devil said. "It's never been done before. Just think, you will be in the Guinness Book of World Records. There will be endorsements, talk shows, movie contracts. Think about the souls you'll be able to save when you're famous. Don't worry about the risk. God will keep you safe. Come on, go for it." I think that was when I fainted. I'm afraid of heights. And when I came to, the devil was gone, at least for the time being. But I have a feeling that I've not seen the last of him. Come to think of it, I still have that lottery ticket here in my pocket. I put it over here in front of the altar to keep it safe. If any of you would like to have it, you're welcome to take it and scratch it off. And the author noted at the end, I tell this story as part of a sermon on temptation. I buy an actual lottery ticket at a local convenience convenience store, the kind one has to scratch off to win. Then I place it on a stand in front of the altar and use it as a symbol of temptation in our society. I tell the congregation that I was led to purchase it, not to scratch it off. I give them permission to scratch it off if they wish. In one church where I told this story, the people asked me for months afterwards if I ever scratched that ticket off, and I never did. This is from Lectionary Stories by John E. Sumo.